Every chord shape that you know now, every chord shape that you will learn in the future, is built from its respective scale. The last lesson I showed you how the C major scale, notes of that are used in order to isolate and play notes of the C major chord. Every chord shape that we've talked about so far, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, are all built the same way. The A major chord is that shape and any other shape that you'll learn in the future that is an A major chord, because that shape isolates only ones, major threes and fives from the A major scale. You start on A, you play the notes of the major scale. In A, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to only play the 1, the 3, the 5, the 1, and the 3, and the 5. Now, right away you'll notice this. I did 1 and 3 on the same string. You got to pick one, you can't pick both. Right now we're talking about putting the root note, the 1, as the lowest note. So we'll just start here, the A string. Then 1, 3, 5. Aha! There's a note that we can use opportunistically on the next string, and then the 1 on the next string. So 5, 6, 7, 1, 1, 5, 1, and then 2, 3. And then the open E string can be used also. So 1, 5, 1, 3, 5. That's an A major chord. The B is the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 5, 1, 3. The C, we already covered. The D, we start on the note D, and we play a major scale formula. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 1. What we're going to do is isolate those notes. 1, and then 3's here, so we can't use it. It's on the same string. And then 5, 1, 3. That's why it's that shape. You may see that there are other shapes, like for example that one that we'll get into later for D, and that's why you can play those, because you're playing the 3 or the 5 or a different one on a different bottom there. Watch out for that. Moving from D to E. This is an E major chord because if you play an E major scale, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And if you isolate the 1, 5, 1, major 3, 5, and 1, that's the shape you get for an E major chord. F, 1, start on the 1, the F here, then you get 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and then 5, it's over here, and then 6, then 7, 1, 1, 3, 5, 1, then G, 1, and then 2, 3, and then 4, 5, then 6, 7, 1, and then 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, and 5 is here, and then 1. That's why you can also play this note here, D, on the 3rd fret, as this, as a G, or take your finger off and let it ring back at the open B string. Different voicings of the G major chord. It also works for minor chords. But instead of a major scale, of course, you play a minor scale. So, if you're going to play an A minor scale, you play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So, that's why this is an A major chord, because this is the major 3rd, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And then this is a minor 3rd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So instead of a major 3rd, you get a minor 3rd. Same thing with the D minor. The 3rd gets moved back 1, and the E minor, the 3rd gets moved back 1. The bottom line is that every single major or minor chord shape that you know now, or you will learn in the future, is built from the 1, the 3, the major 3 or the minor 3, depending on if it's a major scale or minor scale, and the 5. Some configuration, some way of isolating and playing so that only the 1, 3, 5 will ring, only strings that have that note that you're holding down will ring, and other ones won't. That's why some strings get left off of some chords, because there is no convenient way to play it, or there's no effective way, or the voicing isn't proper for it. Like, for example, when I played the C major chord, that's why I put the E on the bottom at first. It makes it sound all muddy. It sounds much clearer if you start with the C on the bottom. Every chord you know, or will know, is ultimately rooted on its scale that it comes from. So you get a major scale, and then you build it into a major chord. You get a minor scale, you build it into a minor chord. Remember that. Triadic harmony is the 1, the 3, and the 5 from a scale isolated at the same time. That's its chord.